That's in the centre of Cardiff, where Enzo Maccarinelli puts his WBO cruiserweight title on the line against the unorthodox and very dangerous challenger, the Guyanan Wayne Braithwaite. John Rawling and Duke McKenzie, your Big Fight Live commentators, are poised to go the full 12 rounds. It is odds on, though, for an early, explosive finish. Tonight's Master of Ceremonies is Mark Burdis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ITV1 for the Big Fight Live! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring, Wayne, the Big Truck, Braithwaite!
The 31-year-old from Brooklyn, New York, Wayne Braithwaite, says he is here to regain what is his. He is here to prove that he can still be the best cruiserweight in the world. He says he doesn't care one jot about reputations. He has a reputation of his own, and he's going to knock Enzo Maccarinelli out. Born in Guyana, now based in New York. His mother walking behind him, Claire, also his manager. And he's a cool fighter, a cool man outside the ring, but somebody with real dynamite in both his gloves. He can punch with knockout power, both with the left and the right. And he believes it's his destiny to come over here and regain a version of the World Cruiserweight title. I'm not here to lose. I'm not here to play. I'm not worried by going into Enzo Maccarinelli's backyard. I won't be boring. I'm here to reclaim my title. All things that he said in the last couple of days, and now he has to get in there and prove it. Wayne Braithwaite, former World Cruiserweight champion, is he to become the future world champion?
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring the WBO World Cruiserweight Champion, Big Mac, Enzo Maccarinelli!
6'4" Enzo Maccarinelli, ready to make his walk to the ring. 26 years old. He reckons he's going to be able to become undisputed World Cruiserweight champion. He wanted the fight with David Haye. It never happened for whatever reason you care to believe. But here he's in against a really dangerous man in Wayne Braithwaite. Enzo Maccarinelli, who was encouraged to start boxing, as you've heard, by his father, Mario, who fought when he was in the Italian army and fought on the fairground booms when he was a young lad. And now Enzo Maccarinelli, his son, World Cruiserweight champion and star of the show here in Cardiff. Braithwaite looks unconcerned. Maccarinelli looks mean. Unbeaten for 7 years, Maccarinelli. Braithwaite trying to get back to the big time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren, in association with www.frankwarren.tv and sponsored by The Sun, proudly presents the main event of the evening, World Championship Boxing, live and exclusive from the Cardiff International Arena in Wales. We proudly present a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World. Your officials are appointed by the World Boxing Organisation and the British Boxing Board of Control. And your 3 judges at ringside are Mr. Noel Monet from France, Mr. Manuel Oliver of Spain, and Mr. Victor Salomon of Mexico. Your WBO supervisor this evening is Mr. Arthur Ellison of Germany, and when the action begins, your referee in charge of the contest is Mickey Van from Leeds, England. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, based in New York, from Guyana, he weighed in at 13 stone, 13¼ pounds, and is fighting out of the red corner, wearing the green shorts. He enters the ring with 22 wins from 24 contests, and is the former WBC World Champion. Presenting and introducing the challenger for the title, Wayne, the Big Truck, Braithwaite. And across the ring, weighing in at 13 stone 12, out of the blue corner, and wearing the black shorts, he brings with him a record of 26 wins from 27 contests, and tonight makes his third defense of the title. Ladies and gentlemen, from Wales, please welcome the WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Swansea's own Big Mac, Enzo Maccarinelli! Ladies and gentlemen, your steward in charge is Mr. Charles Giles, and your timekeeper at the bell is Mr. David Walters. The referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Enzo, Wayne, okay fellas, you both had your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all time. All right, shake hands, go back to your corners. No noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBO World Cruiserweight Championship.
Words of Mickey Van almost drowned out by this passionate crowd here.
Well done, Mark.
Don't blink. Don't go and make a cup of tea. Stay with this one, because it only takes one shot, and these are two genuine big punches.
It'd be interesting to see just what Braithwaite brings to this fight. I mean, he's a former WBC champion of the world.
Champion from 2002 to 2005, when he lost to the current champion, the Frenchman Jean-Marc Mormec, who on points. Mormec, who's due to fight David Hay next month. Good start from Maccarinelli. Two good solid jabs. Braithwaite said he got bored with boxing, got bored with winning. At one stage he had 15 consecutive knockout wins, and he believes that he's going to get another one here.
And Braithwaite, as you can already see, is the right-handed southpaw. He's a bit of a switch hitter, goes left and right.
Maccarinelli getting inside, trying to tee off those big shots. The left hook is traditionally his biggest shot, although his recent wins have all come from the right hand. Says his fitness has improved considerably since he's joined with Enzo Calzaghe. Both of them look in terrific shape, I have to say. Good jab, that's good hand speed. Authoritative work behind that ramrod left lead from Maccarinelli.
Yeah, Maccarinelli matured an incredible amount since winning the championship. You've just seen how he relishes a big challenge, relishes a big fight, and tonight is never a better place.
Braithwaite was expected to really start fast. It's Maccarinelli who's imposing himself in these early stages. Can't afford to get careless though. Joe Calzaghe bellowing his instructions and his encouragement on the far side of the ring there. Been a good, confident start from Maccarinelli. Braithwaite can be a switch hitter, which means that he can lead off with either the right hand or the left hand. He's comfortable in both styles. Good right hand from Maccarinelli. Braithwaite lost his title to Jean-Marc Mormec and then had a wild fight against Guillermo Jones the Panamanian, highly rated. Jones fought a draw against Johnny Nelson a few years ago. And Braithwaite was all over him in the first 3 or 4 rounds, but then got tagged himself and wound up getting beaten. Nearly quit the sport, but now back he is. Good start this from Maccarinelli, I think.
You have to stay out of the rope. I want the body.
Any back touching, that'll be his back touching the rope. All right, chap? Look, I want you to start catching that jab with the left hand. When the southpaw, catch it with the left hand and lose the right hook over. Draw him on it, okay? You're loading up. You're supposed to see that you're loading up.
Suck it up. Very good round, satisfied round. It's all out, it's all speed, right? Okay, his jab worked fantastic at the end. Just top it out, bang, bang. And then ignite right, left, right.
It was a good start from Enzo Maccarinelli, the defending champion, making a 3rd defence of his title here tonight. And working really well behind that reach advantage, behind that stiff left jab.
Yeah, very positive start by the champion, taking the centre of the ring, trying to work out the jab, establish the jab, keeping Braithwaite thinking, keeping him on the back foot.
Braithwaite was told by his corner, just try and keep the jab away. Easier said than done. And here comes that forward transit weighted left hook of Maccarinelli that he was telling you about. Mickey Van trying to get the advertising triangles pushed back there. The press photographers have moved them forward.
I think what I like about Maccarinelli these days, John, is he's turned into a much of a thinking,
good shot.
A thinking fighter. Just clip Braithwaite with that shot. He doesn't just walk in to try to knock guys out like you would expect with a big puncher. He looks for his openings, he tries to work out the style before he drops the bomb.
And then had the maturity when he clipped him with that left hand just to wait his time. He didn't go jumping in, whereas once upon a time he might have done. I remember here a few years ago seeing Bruce Scott put Maccarinelli on the floor. He got up and won it, did Maccarinelli, but he's a much improved fighter since then.
Well, Braithwaite is undoubtedly, on paper at least, the best opponent of Maccarinelli's career.
Oh, absolutely. And probably the biggest puncher.
Absolutely. So what we have to see now is how he adopts and figures out this guy's style and see if he can find a way to beat him.
Braithwaite hasn't landed anything which has discomforted Maccarinelli too much so far. Good jab. It's good work from Maccarinelli, traditional skills.
It's a dominant jab, it's working. It's going straight through the southpaw jab.
Now Braithwaite gets his chance to unload. The smaller man stands just over 6 foot as against Maccarinelli's 6'4". Really broad shoulders, strong guy.
Maccarinelli doing a good job in using his height and reach.
Got in with a right though inside there, did Braithwaite. He's just starting to grow in confidence a little. Trying to sucker Maccarinelli in. And taunting Maccarinelli.
Challenge is very relaxed. He's extremely relaxed. Not tensed at all, trying to kid to Maccarinelli, trying to kid him that he's not hurt or not feeling these punches.
Well, Maccarinelli has been the man who has controlled most of this.
Use your jab. Anytime you throw your jab, don't let it sit. And work the body when you're inside, Papa. This guy don't know more than you.
I'm good. Yo, chance. This man, all you want to do is get that big right. Stop this jab, and you know what to do when it comes. Slip on the inside, don't stay at the end, okay? Get on the inside, And use the punches that we was walking on all the time.
Pull your hands down and punch inside.
Yeah, and keep your hands
and
up,
when you're real close, you have an uppercut.
Bring the uppercuts in. Trust me. You can see gaps there. Don't get it, don't worry about it. Go for the fucking uppercuts.
Maccarinelli's gone well so far. And here's some of the action from the first round. Clubbing left hand from Maccarinelli. It brought a bout of showboating from Braithwaite, but I think he felt it.
He absolutely felt that. Just not the spray off his forehead.
Braithwaite was told between rounds there that you've got to work behind your jab. You've got to get in there and box your way in for the opportunity.
I don't think he would have fought anybody that's even resembled Maccarinelli's power, or anybody with the same sort of class as what Maccarinelli did.
Braithwaite switched to orthodox and just clips Maccarinelli with that right hand. Fascinating fight. Braithwaite pulling faces at Maccarinelli, trying to get him to lose his composure, make the mistake which could create an opening.
Anything I don't like about Maccarinelli at the moment is when Braithwaite makes his attacks, he's pulling his chin up in the air, going up with his chin up. He has to keep the chin down on the way out, as it is on the way in. Lovely jab, snapping jab.
Hurtful jabs as well. And again. Braithwaite corner imploring the man to get off the ropes. Enzo, the chant goes up around this arena. Good left hand, fine shot from Maccarinelli. Now, was Braithwaite really hurt by that, or was it kidology? Looked pretty much as though it was a snapping shot to me from Maccarinelli.
The good, precise punches from Maccarinelli, and again, not going in, looking for the finish, clipping his opponent, wobbling him, but just being sensible enough to know that this is the former champion he's got in front of him.
Two of the biggest punchers in world boxing now go toe-to-toe. Look at this. Terrific left hook from Maccarinelli. Goodness me, he's unloading everything over there.
Maccarinelli wants to please the crowd, he wants a big victory.
Braithwaite, if he was stunned earlier, looks as though he's regained his composure well.
Just missing with the right hand over the top as Maccarinelli needs to shorten it.
Perhaps just caught the voice of Joe Calzaghe there saying, throw your jab, work in behind the jab.
He's doing a good job in backing Braithwaite up, needs to double the jab and then put the right hand behind that.
Closing seconds of the third.
You neglect him fucking uppercut. No, I can't tell him all that. And you let him twice to stumble, twice to ride him there, and twice to let him go. You get this guy's only two combinations out of the fucking way. He doesn't want to rest. You give him time to rest. You caught him there, you've what he done, upset, you've upset. And what you do, you fucking back off him. Get the right uppercut. It's open between there. When you go with it, war. That's the shot that's missing to get him out there. The jab is working fantastic. Come on, jab, working fantastic.
Like your coach says. You hear me?
Okay.
Don't stay in that middle distance because you're looking at the floor and he's throwing right hands down at you, okay?
No.
Keep your chest here, move your head and work.
Inside of his punches. All right, champ.
Enzo Maccarinelli looked as though he wobbled Braithwaite with that one. They certainly caught him off balance. Into the fourth round. Enzo Maccarinelli defending his WBO cruiserweight title here in Cardiff.
As a former champion in Braithwaite will realise he hasn't got off to the best of starts, so you can expect him to really try and put something together in this round.
Enzo Calzaghe, Maccarinelli's trainer, saying work your jab, and then when you get the opportunity, let's see some uppercuts. Let's see you try and take him out of there. Braithwaite still dangerous. Oh, it's a good shot from Maccarinelli. Braithwaite takes it well, though.
Well, there's your answer. Does Braithwaite take a good shot? The answer is yes, he does.
You don't become a world champion for 3 years without being a good fighter. And still only 31, remember.
The tension in this fight is unbelievable. You can just sense it, you know, if you think Maccarinelli, if he lands with a clean shot, you just know the other guy's going to go.
Maccarinelli only fractionally off target with that right uppercut which he threw when they were in close there as Braithwaite came boring in. He's trying to bring them up, as they say.
Still showing good patience is Maccarinelli. Still going and going a beautiful jab now. That's a double jab.
Braithwaite, who comes from the Don King stable of fighters. Don's representative Albanani over here in the corner, trained by Dylan Carew, who fight fans will remember a few years ago went in with Ricky Hatton. Needless to say, didn't beat him. Duke, sorry, Duke, I was just going to say, as you say, there's a tangible sense of tension here. Who's going to be the first one to really detonate the big shot clean? Maccarinelli doing enough to edge these rounds so far. He's taken all 3 on my card. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
But Braithwaite can bang.
Absolutely.
Right hand from Braithwaite, only missed by a fraction. It just brushed the side of Maccarinelli's face. Fighting southpaw again now, Braithwaite.
It's a better round by Braithwaite.
Solid body shots from the man from Brooklyn.
That's good. That's enough. Now listen to me, son. Better round.
Yeah. Listen to me.
Back this man up. You can't outbox him.
Okay. Get on the slip on the inside of the country. When the right hand comes, slip it. Left uppercut, left hook. Push that right hand behind.
You gotta keep him busy.
Champ, you gotta do that.
Go work with your jab.
Okay?
You gotta work with your jab in. Don't reach. You don't see anytime you reach.
The sleeping lines. When it's spending powering, you don't go through this round, powering, 12 rounds, you know. Fucking take it for the taking. He's there, body, cripple stuff.
Fifth round coming up. Enzo Maccarinelli will be ahead, I think, on the judges' scorecards. Wayne Braithwaite, between rounds, being told by his corner, you can't outbox him, slip the punches and throw the bombs.
Well, that's because Maccarinelli's doing a good job with his jab right now. It doesn't matter if Braithwaite switches right hand, left hand, he's still establishing the jab.
There's how Duke's scoring it. Got Maccarinelli by a couple of rounds. Maccarinelli fighting with plenty of confidence. There are those who suggested that he's not as good a fighter if he's put into reverse gear. But when you punch like Maccarinelli, it's easier said than done to actually force him onto the back foot.
Absolutely, and he's just so big. 6'4".
Few tall cruiserweight champion. Oh, it's a good left lead again. Remember, Glenn McCrory was about 6'4". Former IBF world champion Johnny Nelson, 6'2.5" or thereabouts. Braithwaite at 6 foot, fairly short for a cruiserweight champion. Been some outstanding fighters come out of this division, I suppose. None more so than Evander Holyfield.
Oh, what a world champion he was. So the Braithwaite corner saying you've got to try and take away Maccarinelli's jab, but he's having difficulty doing that.
Braithwaite just trying to provide an elusive target and find a way to unload those big hooks. Oh, he gets in with one there. There was a right hand inside from Braithwaite, which did land.
It was quite cute what he did on the ropes there.
I think Maccarinelli felt that one, Duke.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you. But he's got his faculties.
Oh, two good shots there from Maccarinelli.
Yeah, he's got his faculties together. He's still got his hands up, Maccarinelli. Not hurt, just enough to get his attention.
It's warming up. Nail-biting sort of fight, this one. Braithwaite, you sense, growing in a little bit in confidence. A bit more belief from the Guyana-born man from New York.
Well, the jab's absolutely key for Maccarinelli. That's what's winning the fight. That's what separates these two at the moment.
I have to admit, I rather thought this fight might have been over by this stage. One way or the other. Oh, good shot from Maccarinelli. Good left hand. Braithwaite's going to get up. But what a good shot that was. Braithwaite was caught by a peach of a left hand from Enzo Maccarinelli. The bell goes to end the 5th round. That'll be a 10-8 round to Maccarinelli. Braithwaite, well, I said that he wasn't too badly hurt, that he was only stunned, but I'm not so sure. He's blinking and still looks dazed in there. But what a terrific shot that was from Enzo Maccarinelli. Let's see it again.
It's on the counter, he's on the back foot. Comes off the ropes, there's the hook.
Left hook that did it. He caught him with a straight one before. And down went Braithwaite. Here from another angle, Duke.
Well, it's quite intelligent again from Maccarinelli. You know, went back, or was forced back to the ropes, but prepared to fight his way off the ropes.
It was actually the straight left before the hook which caught Braithwaite as he came leaping in, and he caught him absolutely flush with it.
Well, these guys are just big punchers.
I told you there were going to be fireworks. Round 6, it's a 12-round fight.
And Maccarinelli looking now to perhaps close the show with his better boxing, better technique.
Maybe, but he can't get careless. Maccarinelli will sense that the world title will stay in his control. The corner will be confident now that the power and the boxing skill lies with Maccarinelli. Another terrific left-hand lead. That jab is thrown with real authority.
Yeah, he's established it brilliantly from the beginning of the fight. And again there, that jab really hurt.
He's looking for Braithwaite now.
Well, Braithwaite falling behind, and as he falls behind and become more desperate, that could then open up the defence for Maccarinelli to power through the right hand.
Outside the ring, you couldn't come across a more charming, gentle sort of fellow than Enzo Maccarinelli, but inside the ring, what a handful.
And Maccarinelli looking to work him over now on the inside, really unloading.
This might be where he's going to try and take him out. He might try and mount a sustained attack right now. Braithwaite trying to cover up. He's still firing back, Braithwaite. Maccarinelli looking for a really big body shot to get those gloves down.
Just smothering his work a little bit. Lovely hook to the body there by Maccarinelli. Right into the floating rib.
The power of Maccarinelli would trouble a lot of heavyweights, never mind cruiserweights. Braithwaite, a danger man, is still there. Oh, what a good shot that was. Great left hook.
That's obviously something he's worked on in the gym and executed it beautifully.
And fantastic camera angle there when they're right on the ropes. You're almost in the ring with them and you can feel the power. Oh, another quality right hand from Maccarinelli. Braithwaite's come forward bravely, but there's an air of desperation about his work. Last few seconds of another round for Maccarinelli.
You're working that mindset up. You're not doing anything wrong if you're not doing that uppercut, which is right. Okay? The guy, you allow him to come on. What you're doing when he's coming at you, when he comes at you, short the shots. You're too wide on him. That's the reason why he's catching it, nothing else. So you allow him to come on. All you do is throw him, close your eyes, close your uppercut is natural. Natural. You're picking this right hand over the top all the time. He's trying to conquer his head off of that. You do an easy way. Jab, jab.
And overhand right when you're close. After that uppercut, throw overhand right or left hook. That's all I got to say. Come on, kid. We need a knockout in this fight.
Braithwaite being told he needs a knockout and needs to throw the overhand right. In the Maccarinelli corner, he was being told, now let's work the uppercuts.
Well, you know, for me, Maccarinelli's just boxing a very intelligent fight. You know, he's got a genuine puncher in front of him, but he's outfought him so far on the inside and just outthinking him.
We're into the second half of the fight.
But Braithwaite is experienced enough to turn this one around.
If you're just joining us, you're joining us to watch a battle between two of the biggest hitting cruiserweights in the world, and Maccarinelli in the 5th round had Wayne Braithwaite from New York on the floor with 2 left hands, straight left and a left hook.
Braithwaite obviously is experienced enough to realise these rounds are slipping away from him. Change of tactics is required.
Good solid shot. Nice right hand from Maccarinelli. But Braithwaite still takes it well and still trying to fire back with hurtful punches of his own, aiming to wing in that overhand right. Maccarinelli's dad, Mario, just behind Frank Warren on the far side of the ring. Look of concentration on his fight, on his face.
I'd like to see more double jabs from Maccarinelli. It's not until Braithwaite switches southpaw that the single jab doesn't get through. So when he switches southpaw, try the double jab.
Maccarinelli not doing too much in close. And eventually, that's Mickey Van, very experienced referee from Leeds, who steps in. Mickey, who's one of the fitness coaches with the Leeds Rhinos rugby league team.
Just been a slight drop-off in pace from Maccarinelli in this round.
Beautiful. Good shot, Duke.
What a beautiful shot.
Good exchanges. Both landing heavy shots. Braithwaite dropping his gloves, trying to kid Maccarinelli in. Oh, it's a great shot. That's all they've been looking for.
Drink it. You're not thinking about yourself and you're not believing yourself. jab, hook game, jab, old-fashioned style. You don't do nothing until we're right.
Think again.
Like, get the uppercuts going like I said, for bring his feet in. And bang him up to your fucking numbers. Don't worry about that. You're going to fight overhand to it. Don't worry about that. Point is, make a slight down work, guys, go fuck off with it.
You gotta keep backing this guy up.
We gotta go to this man, okay? This is it. We gotta go hard. Okay, we're behind. We can't step on the outside. Let's go. We gotta get in.
Braithwaite being told that he's got to back Maccarinelli up. That's a terrific right uppercut from Maccarinelli right on the bell. Sent the gum shield of Braithwaite flying into the crowd.
Absolutely, and his corner have also told him, you know, you're losing the fight, which is fair comment. He is losing the fight. So, as I said before, a change of tactics is required from Braithwaite. That's if Maccarinelli will allow him.
Maccarinelli had him down in the 5th round. We're now in the 8th. Maccarinelli still patiently working away behind the jab. Must be in control of this fight now, so far as the judges are concerned, view it as few.
Braithwaite looking a lot more tentative now since he's been put on his backside.
I think that uppercut he took at the end of that last round would make anybody feel tentative.
Not so keen to try and take the fight to Braithwaite, to Maccarinelli, as the corner instructed.
Braithwaite needs to find big punches. He's got to put Maccarinelli onto the back foot. He needs more of that.
We've seen no body attack from Braithwaite whatsoever.
It's been a disappointing performance, frankly. Well, that's another good uppercut from Maccarinelli.
Maccarinelli so eager to get this guy out of there. Just needs to brace himself a little bit, set himself. It's more like it. Lovely two-fisted attack.
Braithwaite's taking him though.
As much as he's taking them, though, they're taking a lot out of him.
Well, Enzo Maccarinelli, who won the title last July by knocking out Marcelo Dominguez, a couple of straightforward wins since then, beat Mark Hobson, and then scored that fairly facile victory against Bobby Gunn on the undercard of the Calzaghe-Manfredo fight. That's a good body shot from Braithwaite. Maccarinelli takes it well, though. Braithwaite working away well inside. He caught him with a really solid shot, but look at that.
Maccarinelli answers back straight away. Sign of a champion.
What a hard round, hard round. And now it's motivation time, advice time and inspiration time from the voluble and volatile Enzo Maccarinelli. Enzo Calzaghe, the trainer, I should say.
Come here. Here, Wayne. Let me get this for you.
Use the jab, he's saying. But here's some of the work at the end. That's the jab. That's that uppercut at the end of the previous round. You saw the gum shield go flying out into the crowd. And here again, look at this. Oh dear!
What a beautiful shot, and that would have taken out most boxers. It really would have done. But you know, Braithwaite's got a good jaw.
One punch, no. Work your way in with the jab.
That overhand almost got him. You see what I'm saying? Uppercuts and then overhand.
Overhand right. That's the one they think that Maccarinelli is still vulnerable to. We're into the 9th. It's a 12-round fight. Maccarinelli's got to be ahead on points, but Braithwaite's still there, still dangerous. Here's how Duke's got it. Maccarinelli by 6. That would mean... Oh, good shot! Really good solid left hand from Maccarinelli. And Braithwaite suddenly in a land where he doesn't need to be.
He takes a hell of a shot, he really does. I think Maccarinelli's catching him pretty clean at the moment.
I'm not sure how many more he can take. The brave boy is Wayne Braithwaite, but as the cries go up of Enzo, Enzo, Maccarinelli might be just a sustained attack away from winning this fight.
I think it's been, up until this point, it's been a very mature performance by Maccarinelli. Not in against a big puncher, but prepared to take his time and try and break him down. A lot of blood coming out of Braithwaite's mouth now. Looking for solace now, going back to his corner very deliberately.
I'm not sure how much more he's got left. They're trying to implore Braithwaite to work the body of Maccarinelli, but easier said than done. And that blood coming from his mouth, I just wonder whether it might be from his tongue as a result of some of those uppercuts.
Well, if it is, that's even worse than getting the cut lit. Tongue can get really sore. Obviously, a lovely body shot again by Maccarinelli. He's impressed me very much today, John.
Braithwaite's taking a pounding here. Maccarinelli says that one day when he's finished with the cruiserweights, maybe he'll move up to heavyweight. He believes that his power would go up there. Weighed in for this at 13 stone 12, which is actually 6 pounds inside the cruiserweight limit. Look at that, what a good shot, and he doesn't like it, Braithwaite. Referee's saying there's nothing wrong with it. And those are desperate shots from Braithwaite. The shades of that left hook which put Jose Luis Castillo on his seat of his pants in Las Vegas when Maccarinelli delivered that one right round the back. It's the side of the ribs, and Braithwaite forced back once again by that jab, which has been a really persuasive and insistent factor going in Maccarinelli's direction.
He hasn't been able to get away out of the jab all night long. It's been a very, very, steadfast performance by Maccarinelli.
Big round for Maccarinelli, this one.
Got him.
Oh, that bell couldn't come one moment too soon for Wayne Braithwaite. And there's a disconsolate look about him as he makes his way back into the corner, and not surprisingly, a lot of blood coming from the mouth of the Guyanan.
Well, come on, you gotta fight.
And here's some of the punches he was forced to absorb.
The right hand, the left hooks worked all night long. The jabs worked for Maccarinelli all night long. The body shots, the left hook to the body, particularly, has been the punch of the fight for me.
I think Braithwaite's possibly got the shot which he can turn this around with.
Well, he's shown nothing up until now. Absolutely nothing. Maccarinelli just totally dominated him.
Albanani with the grey hair, the Italian-American, Dylan Carew in front of Braithwaite, who's looking increasingly like a man who is destined for defeat. 3 rounds to go. Wouldn't have wagered too much on this one going the distance, but Braithwaite's still in there pitching, even if everything now just about is going in Maccarinelli's direction.
Well, Braithwaite's shown how well he takes a punch. We haven't seen him deliver the big truck right hand that we know he's got, but Maccarinelli hasn't allowed him to land it. Kept a very tight defense.
Maccarinelli patiently waiting for the opening, waiting for the opportunities to spear Braithwaite with that left-hand lead.
As I said before, when Braithwaite turns to southpaw stance, Maccarinelli's pace drops ever so slightly, so he needs to double up the jab to keep the pace, the momentum going.
Here comes the attack. Maybe. Quiet around this from Enzo Maccarinelli so far. 38 knockouts between them, these two fellas. What an irony if it were to go the distance.
It'd be incredible, quite incredible, really. We just expected the knockout. We've got two punches actually boxing. But, you know, that's the improvement, I believe, in Maccarinelli. He can box when he needs to.
Pace has certainly dropped from Maccarinelli, just allowing Braithwaite to take a little more heart and a little bit more encouragement from this 10th round. Maccarinelli finds it more difficult when he's approaching the southpaw lead, but by operating out of the southpaw stance, Braithwaite's big danger shot, the right hand over the top, it's not going to come.
Absolutely.
Braithwaite trying to go to work, and Maccarinelli just forced to give ground for a second or two there.
Just gaining a little bit of confidence there, Braithwaite. First time in the fight, when he took the fight to Maccarinelli.
Oh, the two both landed heavy shots there. Maccarinelli had to take a couple in that attack. Well, that was Braithwaite's best round for some time. Maccarinelli's got to be ahead on points, but Braithwaite is still in there pitching. See it from Barry McGuigan, see how he's reading this one.
Yeah, when you punch that hard, you know, Braithwaite has an incredible knockout percentage on his record. So, and you know, the funny thing is, John and Duke, I expected him to be more fragile. I got the impression he was more fragile, but he's taken some unmerciful punishment. And Maccarinelli's boxing the most beautiful fight, using everything behind his jab. Those left hooks to the body, as you can see, are the picture-perfect punch of the fight so far. But he's beaten this kid up something ridiculous. I haven't given Braithwaite one round.
Not one.
Not one.
Well, that's Barry McGuigan, who's watched many World Championship fights. Did you give Braithwaite that last one, Duke?
I gave him the last round.
Well, close that last round, but Maccarinelli's got, I mean, I'm with Barry on his reading of it insofar as that Maccarinelli is a long, long way in front.
Oh,
gotta be.
He's a mile in front.
But 2 rounds still to go, and he can't get complacent, even at this stage. Maccarinelli can't make a mistake. It only takes one when you're at this sort of level with these sort of punches.
You would never have banked on this fight going to this stage in this fight because of their knockout percentage.
Braithwaite, remember, was down in the 5th round, and hats off to his bravery for still being in there at this point. Maccarinelli's afforded him respect throughout, and even now just content to work away behind the left-hand lead.
Again, it's intelligent thinking by Maccarinelli.
Now Braithwaite goes orthodox. The right hand over the top will be the one he's looking for.
Maccarinelli's obviously worked off the hook off the jab, which has been a punch he's been trying all night long.
Braithwaite, though, survived. Joe Calzaghe shouting his instructions on the far side there. The two who've sparred together in the run-up to this contest. Said to Joe, does he hit as hard as he looks? He said, well, yeah, but I don't stand around and find out.
Yeah, he certainly can't.
Look at those 2 hooks. There's a lot of fighters that go down to those.
Absolutely, they're rib breakers.
Still at this late stage, Braithwaite still having instructions bellowed from his cornermen, who are sitting just a few feet away from where we're commentating. They still think that he can get that big punch. Knock him out, Wayne. The shouts come.
Well, that's what he needs to secure victory.
Maccarinelli just looking a little bit hesitant here now. He's not been able to find those uppercuts, which we thought were going to be the key, or at least not enough of them. Just one round to go. And Maccarinelli heading towards victory unless the knockout comes. Let's see what Enzo Calzaghe's saying.
Enzo. This is what we need. This is what we need. So can't fuck 1 hour off at the time, right? This is good and well the good here, right? But get that right, it worked a beautiful combination again. Just single, right again. Drink it. With the right again. Yeah. It's the combination. That's round, Enzo. It's the combination. Drink it now, mate. Nothing stupid whatsoever. Off a jab, straight uppercuts. Off a jab, and Enzo, you're not looking at it.
As a trainer, you're not only an instructor, you're a psychologist. Here's a man who's a mile behind on points. What are they saying to him?
We gotta go for broke. All right, don't worry. I know. Keep your hands high. Overhand smart. You know, there's only 2 hands you got. Get on the outside of the puncher. You gotta get in, champ. You gotta get in. Give some of it. Give some of it.
You've got to go for broke, and he said, I know it.
Well, you can expect
3 minutes to go. Maccarinelli a long way in front on points. What will this final climax bring?
You can expect a big round from Braithwaite. Has to go for broke. He's a mile behind on points.
Oh, that's a good left hand from Braithwaite, but Maccarinelli going to have to take another one. Maccarinelli caught by that left hook, and they're going berserk in the Braithwaite corner. They still think they can turn it round.
Took the shot well, Maccarinelli.
He needed to. It caught him pretty flush.
It's the first clean shot all night long. He's obviously a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued now. Put a lot of work into the early rounds, mid-rounds.
Hard fight. Maccarinelli's going to win it though, unless Braithwaite in the remaining 90 seconds or so can find that one big shot like that. And the right hand over the top almost came swinging through like a club.
Maccarinelli used to just use his experience now, lay on. Doesn't have to keep going, look for the knockout. Mile ahead, wants to please the fans again, and he's prepared to stand and trade.
Well, he could go for a run around the ring now and know that he's kept his title, but that is not in the nature of a fighter like Maccarinelli.
I don't think Braithwaite has enough to take Maccarinelli out.
He's got to go for broke, as his corner told him. Terrific shots from both men. Thundering in at close quarters.
And quite a courageous display by Braithwaite, but not enough. Nowhere near enough.
Mickey Van had the dubious pleasure of having to referee Skelton against Sprott last week. This has been a rather different kettle of fish. So many big, heavy punches landed. And Braithwaite backs away. I think he's had his final try now. I think he knows now that the writing is on the wall and that Maccarinelli is going to retain his title. He's going to go out on his shield, though. He's carried it through to the final bell, but Maccarinelli has kept his title, surely. It goes to the judges' cards, but there's only one man celebrating there, and it's the 6'4" champion from Swansea.
I think he boxed a very, very intelligent fight with Maccarinelli. Knew he was in against a genuine puncher. Boxed with caution, looked through the openings when they came. Okay, couldn't take the guy out, but it was very, very impressive.
Good fight, that one. Braithwaite kept trying. My goodness, he showed some bravery. down in the 5th round, absorbed some colossal punches from Maccarinelli, and in the end Enzo just running out of steam a little in the last couple of rounds, but he must surely still be the champion as the cards now are totted up.
Yeah, I can't see there being any other decision other than Maccarinelli is still the champion.
Well, Braithwaite will know it. In his heart, I'm sure he knows that he can't have won this one. There's Dad, Mario. Lovely little moment. Those two are very, very close. Mario and Enzo. Mario, who, like Enzo Calzaghe there, the small figure, the trainer, he comes from Sardinia originally. And in a moment or so, we'll get confirmation of the result. As the cards are just totted up, Enzo Maccarinelli, if he won this one, he's been told pretty much certainly that he'll go and fight on the same bill as Joe Calzaghe when he fights Mikael Kessler here in Cardiff at the Millennium Stadium on November the 3rd. Maccarinelli still the champion, and maybe he can now go towards a unification fight against one of the other champions, Jean-Marc Mormac, maybe David Hay, maybe the IBF champion, the American Steve Cunningham, whatever it's to be in the future. As for now, Enzo Maccarinelli has successfully defended and beaten his toughest opponent to date, I reckon. And, well, I say beaten, I should add the little caveat as a British fan or a British commentator won the fight, we hope, because you never truly know until the verdict is announced. But now we can go into the ring and find out who's won this fight. Let's get the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Victor Sullivan from Mexico scores the contest 119 to 108. Noel Monet from France 118 to 109. Manuel Oliver Palamo scores 120 to 107. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still the WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Enzo Maccarinelli!
Big win for Maccarinelli by distances of 13 points, 11 points on the other two cards, and so still champion by 9 points rather on the third. But whatever, it is a victory for Enzo Maccarinelli by an enormous margin, and as you heard there, still WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the world, and the Welsh celebrations in this part of the world go on.
Thank you very much indeed, John. It goes the distance, no knockouts, but an absolutely super fight. Maccarinelli, such an improved fighter. We will be talking to him. There's another Welshman, Gavin Rees, going for a world title as well when you rejoin us. Super Mac is still a world champion.